Hey everybody, it's your girl Shanithia. I am coming with you another week. And it's December. And actually we're about to be in January. So when this comes up, it's the December 31st. So we're literally done for this week. And we'll be in a new week, which I'm so excited. So I hope you guys were excited. I hope you guys love it. I'm going to continue in January, if God willing. But I just wanted to let you guys know, thank you for the encouragement I got and for me to keep going. It's been really a good help to keep going. I usually do it on Monday, but this week was a little different, and it actually goes with this week last week going into this week. This is definitely hit home. So it's saying, so we're on week 11, and I hope you guys are having a good day. So we're going to start. It's saying week 11, bearing your burdens. Okay, daily reading. Deuteronomy 1 and 4, Deuteronomy 5 and 8, Psalms 11 and 14, Deuteronomy 9 and 11, Deuteronomy 12 and 15, Psalms 15 and 17. Okay, so bearing your burdens, that's what it is called. So let's start. Transitioning can be a means of evolving into something better, but you must be sure that your intentions in how you do it, because the enemy always seems to turn up the heat when you're going through transition. It's when you find out how strong you are and how strong your prayer life is. In Deuteronomy 1, we find Moses addressing the children of Israel, reminding them of their journey. He goes over all the twists and turns of their trek through the wilderness to help them understand where they come from and where they're going. I submit that at at this point Moses isn't just trying to help them understand. He's trying to make sense of his own process of transitioning too. He starts off by reminding them of when the Lord told them they've been stuck for too long at Mount Horeb, and it was time to move on. God told them which path they have to travel, and that they occupied the same land their ancestors were promised. Then Moses had an honest moment. He remembered how the children of Israel have grown into as much larger multitude than when they started out, and admitted he can't handle their many issues or his own. How can I bear your problems and your burdens and your disputes all by myself? Deuteronomy 1 and 12. Therefore he followed the Lord's direction. I'm working on it, guys. And appointed wisdom, understanding, and respectful men. Deuteronomy 1 and 13. From within the community to help carry the loads of the people. Moses sees this need more than ever while in transitioning, because when people are shifting from one place to the next, it can be challenging, confusing, and chaotic. When when you're a leader or someone others rely on, sometimes your community challenges become your challenges, and their confusion can become your confusion. You're handling their problems, and you're finding solutions for them. But are you also revealing revealing uh, but you are also relieving them of responsibility or accountability. In a season of transition from better to best, you got to let everybody out, everybody work out their own salvation. Yes, we are called to strengthen our brothers and sisters, and we've been directed to help. Then bearing their burdens when they are weak. But we are not designed to carry all of all sorry, I'll go back. We are not designed to carry all of the loads ourselves. Not even Moses was. Galatians 6:5 says that each one shall bear their own load. You may be accustomed to bail everybody out, and of course you want to help as much as you can, but we shouldn't enable people or prevent them from growing. Instead, encourage, empower, and celebrate them, but holding them accountable to carry their own load in the midst of transitioning. Whew. That was a lot to listen to. So it helped me out with this week. So it's going to help me out this week a little bit more for myself, and I hope others too. To not just put your problems and your, like it says, your confusion, you get confused, or, they get frustrated, you're frustrated, So that helps out to just kind of let you, hey, you have your own problems, go to God, not in a bad way, but we're here to help, but we're not here to take everybody's load, as they're saying. Okay. Questions. Would you consider yourself would you consider yourself as an enabler or one who empowers, and why? This is funny because this has been happening a lot at work, honestly, for me. For myself, I was an enabler. Like, I just let people do what they do. But from the last couple of months, I have noticed I try to empower people when they're going through something. So I would say I was an enabler at first, like, oh yeah, you do, do it, whatever. But now I'm just trying to empower them when they're going through something. I guess because I'm in my transition and then God's empowering me, so now I'm empowering people, as you can see. But, it's just crazy. So I would say I was, I think everybody has their moment. Everybody can be an enabler and everybody can be an empowerer. So I feel like, once you learn what the difference is, you will transition into to be more empowering. And I think we should start empowering more people. That's just my take. And why? Because it's good to empower people, truthfully. Because it's something about when you can encourage somebody, like they're freaking out, right? At work. So, there's big situations and everybody's freaking out. Everybody's getting. That's so funny because I was laughing about it, but it's funny because God brought it back to my attention. There was a situation where everybody was freaking out, and it's like with me, even though I wanted to freak out, he had me be still. And it was just like, okay, God, well, everybody's getting frustrated. And then he told me to get it done. You know, I work in the food service. So when food is messed up and stuff, customers get upset. And sometimes the person I am, I like to get things done. And instead of them freaking out, let me help you and I'll help you get it done. So, like I said, it was funny because the situation, I went to another section. I do headset, or I expo, I hand out food and stuff. So the situation, I wasn't up there at the point, and I was taking orders, and then I came back, and it was so much confusion and chaos was going on, and when God let me step in to help the person that needed help, all the confusion left, all the, and I empowered her, like, hey, I'm here, I'm here. And it happens a lot, but yesterday was more like it let me know that, look, he has to be there for a purpose. So I guess what I'm saying is, wherever you're at work, or, if you're not even at work, or if you're just with your family, or, school or something, you never know how many people you touch. And just being that encouraging word. And then I also heard from a girl I work with, she was like, she was down. She was having her issues, whatever. And I was just like, well, you're alive. You're well. You're seeing another beautiful day. I could be going through stuff. But it's something about when you encourage somebody, or God allows you to encourage, it kind of helps you. Because you're just like, God, but I'm going through this, or I ain't got this money, whatever. Or this, I don't have this that I want. But it's something about when you encourage somebody. So back to it. I guess he wanted me to talk a little bit more. But back to it, it's just more like when you empower somebody or you just encourage somebody, it helps you out. So try it today. That's all I'm saying. Let me get to question 2. I ain't know I was going to do all that. But maybe it was meant for y'all. Who knows? All right. As a mom, leader, or sister, we have a tendency to run to the rescue. Can you think of a time when you intervened, when you should have allowed someone to figure something out for themselves? What is the results? Now the mom, them sisters, them leaders, sometimes this is definitely good for anybody. We have to let people grow. And we're there to help them, but sometimes it is hard because we're just like, when we see them, I wouldn't say failing, but when they're progressing into they need to be, because I guess I'm a born leader. I'm accepting that this year, I'm a born leader. So I'm a born leader, and when I'm at work and stuff, I'm always the type of person, I will help you out. If you're struggling or something, you need to let me know. You know what I mean? If I see you, I'm going to go over there. But sometimes, we know they have the potential to do it. So, if they say they got it, they got it. So, that's what I'm learning too. When they say they got it, they got it. So, I try to step back. Because I'm a mom too. And a sister. And apparently, I can be a leader. In other areas of my life, I was a leader at one point. So I know how to get things done and to step in when I need to step in. Or to handle different situations. So, sometimes the results are not good. Because when people are saying they got it, okay, you got it. Because they want to figure it out themselves. And a lot of people are like that. When people want to figure out themselves, so we have to learn how to step back. Or if, like it said back in, like, the first question, when we're enabling somebody, like, if we're always figuring out, how they gonna do it? How they gonna do it when we can't do it? You know what I'm saying? How they gonna do it when, you at work and, the car, So, like, with the changing the tire or something, you can't get nobody to change your tire, right? You ain't nothing against nobody not knowing how to change a tire, but it's just like, for example, you don't have nobody to come in. You far away from everybody else, like miles from down the house or whatever, and everybody got something going on. You can learn how to change your tire. I think so. It's good to learn how to change a tire. It's good to learn how to, I don't know, I'm trying to give examples, but it's so early in the morning. But bear with me, okay? And, or you just have to learn how to, I don't know. I'm just thinking about tires for some reason. Just changing the tire. I think everybody should learn how to change the tire. Or know where to get the oil changed from. Go get your oil changed from. You need to learn how to do those things. And it also builds independency. I don't know who's watching it, but hey, learn how to change your tire. This is gonna be a little too real for y'all today, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm up, but I'm not up yet. But it's okay. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Love y'all. And my personality comes out a lot, so because I'm growing, and this definitely hit me. So I'm saying about tires and stuff, but this definitely has hit me this year, actually, about how I'm transitioning, but I can't hold everybody on their journey. You know what I mean? God has people in different places of their life. You could be up here, and a person could be like, you could be up here, and a person could be down here with their spiritual. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you just gotta pray for them, and God will elevate them too. But God has to work on them too. So you can't be all high and mighty. Oh, but you've been your struggles and your situations too. So you got to remember that and stay humble, because a person can be up here one day and, another person can be, y'all could be switched. You never know. I don't know why he told me to do that, but, it just helped me out. You just got to stay humble with people. And then remember how you was, like, going back to the job, like somebody's first day. They don't know stuff. They don't know if they've been there, if they've been know how the job and they have the job experience. But it's like their first day, they're trying to fill it out. You can help them. But if they know what to do and they've been there for a while and they say, I got it, let them have it. Let them have it. And if you see, hey, I'm trying to help you, and you got to tell them, hey, look, I'm trying to help you, because if it gets overwhelming, because, this food service sometimes get overwhelming, and that's okay. So sometimes you let people do what they need to do. And from there, you see that they're struggling a little bit, then you can help them. That's what the examples I'm getting. So y'all bear with me. It's okay. Y'all learning me. I'm learning y'all. Anyway, well, y'all learning me. Let me get back to this thing. All right. Can you see yourself transitioning from one level to the next right now? And how's your process been for me? So I guess all this is for me today. Can you see yourself transitioning one level to the next and right now? And how has the process been? I'm definitely in transition. Trying to be the person I always saw inside. Well, God always had me be, but it's coming out more. My personality, me talking more, and expressing myself a little bit more. I'm trying to be comfortable. Me expressing myself a little bit more. How has it been? Ups and downs. Getting frustrated with myself, because when you see a lot of people need help and they're on their own level, but you're still on your level, and sometimes you can't help them. You can't help them. You got to give it to God. You got to give them to God. Like, hey, God, I need your help with them, because it's hard, because you're going through the process, your own process. So this definitely was for me. I don't know if it's somebody else, but it's definitely for me. But I'm gonna repeat it again because I'm all over the place today. Hey, it is what it is. This the real raw truth. Whatever, that's me. But can you see yourself transition from one level to the next right now, and how's the process been? Going back to the question, one level to the next, it has been it has been hard for me because process, transition, growing to something you never done before, I never done this before. I never been on, like, I did it, okay, with, like, my like, if y'all see my previous videos on YouTube, I've done, like, for hair or just read the Bible, but that was, a year ago, but I wasn't consistent like I am now, and then also God be talking to me now, he's like, hey, you need to get up and do this, and I'm like, it's a fight sometimes, because it's like, hey, God, I ain't trying to do this, I worked the other day, and I'm trying to, get some rest, I ain't trying to do this. But it's something about obedience. And just going to the next level right now, the one level to the next, it's not easy. But I'm trusting the process. I'm depending on God and on everything. And if you can't depend on anybody else, baby, it's me and God this season. That's what I would keep learning. It's me and God this season. I love people, and God knows I love people, and I know... I know he's there for me. It's like more, he's been letting me see that I'm here for you. Yes, I have people. I ain't knocking people. I have the people I have in my life, so I love them for that. But it's like God wants to transition me to depend on him more and to build this relationship with him. And sometimes it's hard because it's like, God, you have people. But it's like where he's taking me is really like, I need you to focus on what I'm taking you at. And it ain't been easy. And if a lot of you have been going to transitioning to one level to the next, and even the vision he gave you, people ain't going to understand because he gave it to you. He told me I was going to do this a couple of months ago. I said, me, the girl that was in research classes, the girl that has problems with reading, and sometimes I be like just tripping up. That's the truth. I was in resource classes from, I guess he wants me to tell y'all. I was, and I'm okay with my truth. That's my truth. Shoot. I was in resource classes when I was younger. And, it was hard to read and math and all that. And spell. So, with money too. Counting money. So, now that I'm going to these levels and he's teaching me different things and how to be this person that he always wanted me to be, I'm still in shock. Like, honestly, being on here, and I guess it's going to be, how it is, but I'm still in shock because I'm like seeing the person I was a couple of years ago till now. Only God. And that's the honest truth I have learned this year. Only you, God, knows what I'm going through. He knows what you're going through, and only him, like, honestly. So if God's telling you, hey, I need you to depend on me more, I have people for you, that's cool and all, but I need you to start listening to me. Be obedient, because he knows the plans for you. Jeremiah 29:11. Okay, I know I've been saying that, but that's what this scripture was for me this year. So he knows the plan that he has for you. But let me go back to the other one. Y'all, honestly, me reading this book and then just listening into these questions is getting real. Because I'm like, God, you know, I was a little tested this week, as a previous leader at my old job. So it's kind of like, I was an assistant manager at my old job one time. And now that I'm not assistant manager at right now, because you never know what God's going to do. But, he took me out of that position. And he has his reasons. So, but as he has me going back to that level of, that's honest truth too, and I guess that's why I'm saying it too. I was in management at one point in my life as it was last year. I was a management in management assistant manager, and now not being assistant manager and just working as a crew member and stuff again, it gets different because as a manager, you know what to do. And you want to tell them, but you're a crew member. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking managers and I'm not knocking a crew member, but I know the difference now. And I guess that's why God put me in it. And to be more patient with people and my coworkers and customers and stuff, and actually to get things done. So that's one, the level going back to the question with transitioning yourself from one level to the next. Like I said, God had me as assistant manager, and that's my truth too. And I was just like, I was doing that. But he took me out of that position. I don't know why, but God only knows. But I learned a lot being assistant manager. And now being a crew member again, it humbles me so I can be able to help them the way they need to be helped. And not just customers, but my coworkers or anybody that comes in my place of work. Or I try to be like online or whatever. Or just when you see me, I try to be humble and nice. And I thank God for that season time of my life, because it does help me to open my eyes more of how people are treated and how to literally treat them right. So I don't know why I went that way, but if God had you at a level where you was a manager and you're not, or if you was in a higher position and you're not, it's okay that you're not there anymore. And at this moment though, don't knock it though, because I've learned. I was a little bitter because I had my anniversary coming up to be and I think it was going to be like a year or something and some change. I don't remember, but it was like I was a little bitter, and I told God I was a little bitter about my title being taken away, but it wasn't my title. God blessed me with that title. So don't be bitter with God with that, because he does things for a reason, and he does things to elevate us, and to elevate us to not just elevate, but just to help us as a person, and to really, this is how I want you to treat my people. At the end of the day, he showed me how to treat his people, and me having an experience, me knowing what to do in certain situations now, or how to handle the situation, even under pressure. I guess that's all I was laughing, because, God taught me how to handle. I ain't the best now, because I still have my moments where I get a little frustrated too. But then he reminds me, like, hey, I put you in that position from before, because I know you know how to handle it now. So that's just a little snippet. I hope that helps somebody. Don't knock where you're at right now, because any moment, Acts 2:2, and a sudden wind, I'm just giving a paraphrase, go read Acts 2:2, because it can happen suddenly. I could be a crew member today. I could be a manager next week. Words have power. I'm just but words have power too. But you never know. You never know what God got up his sleeve. But let me go on back to this been a real raw, it's true, Shanithea's video with y'all today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little okay. Action of the week. Write a list of people you're supposed to help and how you think you're supposed to help them. Make a note of exactly how much you're. Gosh, let me write this again. I was laughing because it's so funny. I'll be on here, and for some reason I'll be like, I be me. This is me. So let me get back to this. I'm just laughing, y'all. Today's a laughing day, and then also, shit, we gotta be in January. Who's not? Who's not ready for another? Who's not ready for another month? Like, baby, I am. I'm ready, God. Count me in, seriously, because January, you know, I don't know if y'all had it, but 2025 was a little. It was a little. Ugh. I love it some moments, but some of them I'm like, you can have that. Go on, have that. Write a list of people where you're supposed to help and how you think you're supposed to help them. Make notes of exactly how much you'll help and where you draw the line. Ooh. Definitely doing this week. Okay, this one. Action 2. If you believe you're going through a transition, big or small, list the steps you can take to be successful. Make a timeline to help you meet your goals. All right. I finally did it. Oh, look, and this is the picture. I always like to show y'all the picture. So, even though I was reading that and stuff like that, I really hope y'all had a good, make it your best today, like your best today with December 31st. This is on December 31st. This is our last year of 2025. So, and it's a little whoop, 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 but that's me. Look, take it or leave it. Love me or hate me. I don't care. But right now, it's, I'm excited for January. And God knows I'm excited because He has so much in store. If you've seen my other videos, God is turning up. God is turning up. I don't know why I keep saying that, but God is turning it up. I guess I'm laughing at it because I'm like, God, you know what I've been through. But that was for me. I don't know if it was for y'all, but it was for me to just, you know, not carry everybody's loads anymore, truthfully. You know, if they got something going on, I will pray for you. I will pray for you. I love you, but I'll pray for you. But I'm about to let God handle your load too, you know. And I'm going to help to empower and not enable. And that was in the question. And also be accepted where I'm at. I'm accepting where I'm at. Honestly, I would love to be in management. But right now, I'm going to take what I can get right now. And I'm okay being a crew member. I'm accepting every area of my life right now. I'm accepting where I'm at. And 2025 right now, I'm accepting where I'm at. Now, 2026, baby, God got something up His sleeve. That's what I'm going to tell you. But it's okay. But y'all have a blessed day. I guess I'm a little turned up now because I'm like ready for work today. So, once again, I'm trying to calm down. But once again, you know, just give it to God. He got you. It's December 31st. We're about to go into January. Y'all will see me in January, God willing. And we're going to keep going, you know. And I'm just so excited for what's about to happen. I'm trying to calm down because I'm a little... But that's me. You know, take it or leave it. If not, it's fine. You don't even have to watch the video. It's cool with me, you know. But this is not just for me. This is for God's people. And I'm trying to do what God tells me to do. But I do have a little, you know, my personality is a little bit more than what people expect. But just help somebody today, empower somebody today, and you don't have to carry everybody's loads. Give it to God. All right, it's your girl Shanithia, and I'm out.